Alright, how's it going, guys? Today we're going to talk about traveling solo and should you do it? Yes, you should. Now let's get into the video. All that I'm going to be talking about are based off my experiences and what I went through. And you should note that I am a 20-year-old guy traveling North America alone in my van for 60 days, living out of my van, traveling the North Coast, you know. That's what I do. That's all you need to know. So a lot of people were telling me that this is really dangerous, that I should watch out, be careful, there's a lot of bad people out there. Have I had any encounters with that? I have not, no. I've had a few uncomfortable situations, but those are basically because they're out of my control and I wasn't sure what could happen, but nothing ever did happen. You can be careful all you want, but I've just been driving around randomly, willy-nilly, parking in random areas and haven't had a single issue so far. I'm sure there are things that do go wrong or just bad situations that you get yourself into. Is it a common thing? I would say I don't think it's a common thing, but I guess there's always the chance of something going wrong. Is it worth risking to experience this? Definitely. I really want to get it across that I'm encouraging you to do this. When you go by yourself, the only person responsible for how your time goes is you. So you have nobody else to blame. If you want to go do something, you can go do it. If you don't go do it and you're like, oh man, I should have done it, that's all on you. So you really get into the factor of doing things for yourself, which is very important for self-growth, is being true with your intentions and desires. Something I'm still working on. And you have the freedom of having no real responsibilities besides taking care of yourself. And so it's just so relaxing to have absolute freedom going alone. You don't have anyone to prove yourself to. You don't have to take care of anyone. You don't have to go out of your way to make other people happy. Like if you're traveling with someone, you usually split what you're gonna do so you both can have fun. So some things you might not enjoy as much when you're going with someone else. I would say from personal experience, for the way that I'm traveling, that it does cost more to go by yourself, but it's easier. Because right now, like when you go with other people, you can split the costs of a lot of things. Not when you're by yourself, it's all on you to pay for everything. Now, probably one of the bigger factors about how long you can go by yourself is getting lonely and just being alone. It's nice, but myself, I would consider myself to be an extrovert. So I get energy from socializing with people, making new friends on the road. And when I go by myself, I'm not doing that all the time. I'm still a pretty shy guy when it comes to meeting new people. So it's had its toll on me not being able to have friends around me all the time. It makes me really tired, but I can just relax. So if you're an introvert, this might be like perfect for you. You can just be off on your own, doing your own thing, and it doesn't really matter if you need to socialize or not. You can just read a book, watch movies, go hiking. You can do whatever you want. It's not up to me. It does get, for me, it has been pretty lonely. Do I regret anything? No, I don't. Being alone has given me the time to think and just be flooded with what my brain is spewing out. It can be pretty brutal at times, just letting your mind wander and having nothing to really distract you. But at the same time, you really come to terms with who you are as a person, what you need. And there's a lot of things that it's shown me going by myself that I need to improve on. And this is my first solo trip. I was expecting so much different of a time. I was expecting all this free time for me to just change who I am as a person completely for the better. But it doesn't happen like that. It doesn't just automatically change who you are. It's something that you have to constantly work on no matter where you are. So if you're at home, if you're on the road, it just gives you more time to do that. But you still have to go out of your way, out of your comfort zone to change who you are as a person. So if you're trying to like escape who you are, when you go back home, you're still going to be put in a very similar situation. So you need to work on yourself a lot. But you have so much free time out here. The days are longer, it seems like. And so you can, read, make videos, edit, do photography, meditation. You can do anything beyond your wildest dreams. One thing that I would recommend for you guys though, if you're going solo, is to try journaling. It's something that I've been trying to get myself into, and it's just a great place because there's a lot of times when I'm out here by myself and I just have these like epiphanies about who I am as a person and how I'm gonna change that, and I'm like, oh, I'll remember that, but I don't. I don't remember it, and it's those things that I wish I would have written down. And then just about your day, about how you would improve your day, what you want to get done in your day. Journaling's amazing for getting things done like that. Like I have lists about videos I want to do and like how I'm going to go about doing them and things I want to get done, and I just check it off as I go. And it keeps me organized because the brain is amazing, but it's not perfect. You forget things, you forget details, and being able to write those down, jot those down, to keep permanent record of them, nothing changes. It's great for that. So even as the shy guy with new people that I am, I've had the time of my life to grow as a person and to figure out who I am and what I want to get done. When you just have endless days of thinking, you really come to terms with what you need to get done. And so there's a lot of stuff that I want to work on, and there's stuff that I realize aren't really a priority to me. So I kind of put those off to the side. Alright, so I want to talk more about this absolute freedom that you have. You have nothing to prove to anyone. You can be whoever you want, do whatever you want. Nobody knows who you are, nobody cares who you are. You're just another person that passes by for a split second in their life. So you can test yourself. You can put yourself into situations that make you question who you are. And I recommend doing this. Try as many new things as you can. Do things that terrify you. Things that you've always thought about trying but never got around to doing. There's nobody here to judge you. 2 things that make you afraid, that make you extremely uncomfortable. I've tried many times this trip to push myself to see when I will crack, when I'll fold. And I've gotten through everything that I've tried. That's how you get the most out of going on a trip by yourself, is doing the things that you wouldn't be able to do with other people. Really, really push yourself. Make a list like I talked about with the journaling, and write down all the things that you want to try, all the things that you're curious about, all the things that you're hesitant about. Make another list, all the things you're absolutely terrified to do or that give you anxiety. And then just start working through those. If you have enough time, like I've been on the road little over 60 days now, and that is a lot of time. It goes by fast, but the days are longer, it feels like. So just doing little things, they don't even have to be big things. You can work your way up. Just little steps in the right direction is all that you need to have an absolutely amazing time. And then it gives your brain a way to spew out all its stuff into the journal. And then you don't forget it. Like, there's a lot of things, that I've wanted to do, and things that I've totally forgotten that I wrote down, and then I like flip through and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta do this. This was a great idea. So now I was talking about being alone and how it's kind of like it gets a lot after a while, but when you do things like when you push yourself or you go do things for yourself, it doesn't matter. Like, look where I am, right? Like, this is the most magnificent thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. So I think, yeah, everybody needs to go on a trip alone, whether it be in your city, you just go to a different area and you stay there by yourself. If you go for a few days, a weekend, a week, a month, a few months, you go to a different part of the country, different part of the continent, you go to a different country, doesn't matter. Just get away, do things for yourself, become someone that you want to be. Don't just live. You can live in this world and accomplish nothing. It really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It just feels better because most people, they need to strive to better themselves, to feel good, you know. There's always that sense of achievement. I think one of the more important lessons that you learn out on your own is that you can handle life by yourself. You don't need to count on anyone else. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want, because it's your life. It's no one else's life, it's your life. I've always wanted to go to California, never been, so I went by myself. I drove out here and I did that. I wanted to go to Victoria, never been to Victoria, I did that. I jumped off a bridge because it was the most terrifying thing that I could possibly do. It was like a free fall swing. I didn't just free fall in the water, just to clarify. Setting time for yourself to improve is some of the best things that you can do for yourself. Now, there is a benefit to meeting new people. So meeting new people that interest you. So if you're just out and about and you see someone, hey, you're interesting, go meet them and see if they're really interesting. And just getting people with different viewpoints, because I like to be open-minded about a lot of things, because I think being stubborn is kind of annoying to everybody else, and it just doesn't get you anywhere, or doesn't get you an understanding of everything. So being open-minded and being able to take in experiences from other people and stories and stuff like that and kind of piece them together into your own thing is exceptional. So don't take what I'm saying to heart, just take it in as information that you can do whatever you want with. But from personal experience, it's amazing when you achieve something on your own. It's more satisfactory to yourself. Back when I first started this kind of whole adventure, I decided, hey, I'm gonna climb a mountain, and it was some of the hardest I've had to push myself to get to the top. And once you're up there and you're like, I did this on my own, I climbed a mountain, I get to enjoy this amazing view because I earned it myself. And the more you don't care about things, the more fun you'll have, because I think that's really the only true meaning. I guess there is really no meaning to life. Life is just an experience. It's a novelty. So, but I think having the most fun that you can makes it more worth it, if that makes sense. So when you take life so seriously and you get upset at small things and you can't laugh at yourself, just learn to not care and just have fun with that. You'll have so much of a better time. Just be like, this could go wrong, I don't care, let's do it. I could get made fun of, I don't care, let's do something fun. Let's do all the stupid things because nobody else will. Let's have the most fun that we can because everybody else is too busy giving a shit, and I'm over here having the time of my life. That's what you need to strive for. That's what I recommend you strive for, is just stop caring, have fun, experience as much as you can, die. There we go. that is life in a nutshell. And this is the Grand Canyon. Well, it's falling. I'm on a cliff right now, so you guys, you live an awesome life. You have fun. Have fun. Remember, guys, live life human. Well, bam, wubba lubba doop doop ba. Stop giving a shit.